Yo, 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 what's the dealio, y'all? Hey, listen, we got another banger for you today, all right? Every single day, I'm bringing you some life changing information that can help you change your financial life and your whole life by understanding how to trade stock options in the stock market. All right, so today is no different. We got a trade of the day today for you. All right, today was a wild day in the stock market. All right, if you made some bread today, then drop it in the comments. All right, let me know how much you made and let me know what stock you made that money with. All right, what was your best trade? Let me know. All right, so today I want to talk about Google. Okay, on a very simple strategy. Now we hit Google today. I hit them for 21%. All right, we called this out in the Discord, and people made some good money on Google. All right, I told y'all I'm only trading MU, Baba, and Google. That's my only three for the whole month. Okay, win, lose, or draw. I am trading those stocks every single day, and they've been having some great motion and some great volatility yesterday and today. Okay, so today was no different. Now I hit Google today on a simple break and retest. All right, so if you write notes, I want you to take notes on this video, and I want you to understand what break and retest means. All right, so I'm gonna go in the charts like I always do, and I'm gonna break it all down for you guys. But I want you to understand that you do not want to chase an entry. I'm very, very, very big on not chasing an entry. Okay, don't chase an entry. If you have a resistance level and that stock breaks the resistance level, do not chase. Okay, do not chase. All you got to do is wait for it to come back down to that level, and then you take your entry, and then it goes right back up. Now, if it breaks below that level, then it's coming back down. All right. So this is what a break and retest is. All right. So we hit Google for 21% today, and I always remember, I always say this. Okay, I'm gonna keep saying it too. If you have $1,000, say it with me, and you go to the bank, to your banker, or to your teller, and you like, hey, I'm gonna give you this $1,000. Let me get a 10% return on my money in 10 minutes. All right? That's $1,100 total. That's $100 in profit. They cannot do that for you. All right? You go put $1,000 into a options call or put, right? Because you understand which way the direction of the market is going to go. Then what happens? You can get your 10% in 3 to 5 minutes. You get what I'm saying? So you can get your 10% out of the stock market rather than trying to go to a financial advisor or, what a bank that ain't gonna give you that. No bank on planet America in America, no bank on the planet can give you a 10% return in 5 minutes. It's just not that's not how it works. Okay, so we're gonna go into the charts and I'm gonna show you how we did this 21%. All right. And here's the beautiful part. I don't care how much you made in the stock market, whether it's $1, whether it's $1,000,000. I have a video. If you can make $1 in the stock market, you can make $1,000,000 in the stock market. This is why I want you to focus on the percentage and not the dollar amount. Because if you made 20%, let's say your 20% was $20. Okay? All right, you made 20% on your money total, right? What does that mean? If you invested $100 into an option contract and you made $20, that's 20%. Now, if you invested 1,000, that's $200 because it's the same 20%. And this is why stock options is literally a cheat code to life. Because once you understand leverage and it's the same move, you just need more money. You're gonna do everything in your power to increase your brokerage account so you can be able to leverage more money, so you can make more money per trade with the same percentages. All right. The name of the game is percentages, and it's not about a dollar amount. Okay. So we're gonna go to the charts, and then I'm gonna show you guys exactly what we did. All right. So here we go. Now, as you can see, this is MU, but we got Google right here. All right. So we having kind of like a rally day. Look at MU. All right. I didn't get a chance to call this, but this is MU right here. All right. It did its thing today. It's still doing this thing right now. But we go to Google, right? All right. So first things first, I had an uptrend. I had a trend line right here. All right. So Google was here. It came down. It gapped up. All right. So first things first, we got to understand the gap up. So it came right here yesterday. It closed at 161, right? It opened today at 163. Okay, so it could have came down to fill that gap, but it didn't come all the way down, but it did. It came down to 161 on a wick. All right, then it bounced right back to the upside. All right, that lets us know that the stock does want to end up going to the upside. All right, because it came down here and it bounced off. All right, so what happened was this level right here, this orange line is my resistance. All right, this orange line was my resistance. You see this morning it came right here. Okay, so this orange line is my resistance right here, right? This is pre-market. So it opened up and then it dropped. Came down to fill that gap real quick and then boom, it hit right here. Okay, we hit right here and then it came all the way up. All right, and then it broke above my resistance level right here. Y'all see this? This orange line is resistance, right? So look, it broke above resistance. Now I didn't immediately get into this call right here, okay? Because this is the line, this is the resistance. So as long as the stock holds above this line, then we go into the upside, and that's exactly what happened, right? So then I saw what was going on, and then I ended up taking my entry, okay? I took my entry right here, all right? About right there is where I took my entry at on this green candle right here. It looks like a wick now, but that's where I took my entry at right there. So we got the entry right there, okay? And then it was hovering, and I got, I want to put, my expiration date was today, so I got 0 DTEs, okay? 0 DTEs expirations. I'm gonna do a video tomorrow on 0 DTEs, so be sure to watch that. So I got in right there, okay? And then started pushing up because it tested this level right here, all right? And then it held it, and then it went to the upside, all right? So it kept on breaking, going up. And then I ended up taking my exit at about right here, all right? So that's where I took my exit. And we call that, some people call it take profit. So exit, took profits, and I got 21% on my money. All right. I got 21% on my money on this green candle right here. All right. And what do we call that, y'all? We call that a simple break and retest strategy. Okay. Break and retest strategy is what we traded on this, right? This was resistance. This is a weekly level, strong level. It broke above that level. And then I didn't chase it. I didn't get in right here and just try to chase it. Or I could have got in right here and I would have, I would have been in more profit, but I didn't want to chase it because it could have came right back down. Okay. So I waited for it to close, waited for it to open, waited for it to come back and retest this level right here. And then boom, I took my entry right there. And then what ended up happening, it went up. All right. So that is a simple break and retest strategy. And as you can see, Google is going higher and higher and higher for the day. And this is a thing, we scout. So you see this candle right here, it came right back down. Okay. This candle right here, it came right back down. So when you win these plays and you see some green and you see a solid profit, you want to see that profit and you want to take that profit. All right. You don't want to start doing too much. Okay. Because when you start doing too much and getting too greedy, that's when you end up in the red. And that's when you end up getting blended and getting cooked in the market. All right. So keep that in mind. So that is how we hit Google today for 21%. Very simple trade, break and retest strategy. The trend is your friend. All right. Don't go against what the trend is showing you. I had to learn that the hard way in my trading journey. All right. When I'm seeing things continuously going up, why would I get in puts and try to ride it down and hold it the whole day? That's called being stubborn. All right. Don't be stubborn in trading. Instead, be a student in the game, understand where the market is going, and play your game the right way. All right. Get in, get out. Get in, get out. All right. Fridays are an extremely big day in the market because you could either lose all your money, all your gains for the week, or you could make all your money. All right. And you can make up for your losses in the week. Okay. Because we trade in 0 day to expiration contracts most of the time. All right. I'm going to do a video. I'm dropping a video tomorrow about 0 day expiration contracts. All right. I'm going to break it all down for you So be sure to tune in tomorrow to that video as well. All right. But I hope that this video helped you. I hope it made sense. And I hope that this weekend you are taking time to learn, study, and do what you need to do. So next week you could come back ready. You could come back ready and ready to just kill the market for the whole month. Okay. This is only the first 2 days of the month. So if you did lose money, don't even trip. Don't worry about it. All right. Get back in the game. Stay focused. Stay locked in. And then let's come back next week and let's get it. All right. Like I always say, get out of your head. Go get into this world, because your head is a dangerous place to live. All right. Stop living in your head. All right. And like I always say, the more you study, the less you worry. All right. I'm going to see you guys on tomorrow's video. Peace.